Dear students, till now we have covered the expressions for dipole moment of an electric dipole, and secondly expression for electric field at a point due to an electric dipole. Now the next term is torque acting on an electric dipole when we place it in an external electric field. Now say for example we are having an electric dipole AB placed in an external field E, which is uniform. Now in that case, if we place it parallel to the electric field, then the force on the minus charge will be minus QE, plus charge will be plus QE. They will be equal and opposite, so they will cancel out each other. And their line of action will be the same, so no net force and no net torque. But say for example, we place the dipole at an angle theta with the direction of electric field. In that case, minus Q and plus QE force wise, so they will cancel, but their line of action is different. So we can say that there is no translatory motion, but due to different line of action, there will be a turning effect or torque will act on the dipole. Now as you have done in class 11th, expression for torque is given by either force into perpendicular distance between their line of action. Perpendicular distance, for calculating that this side is 2L, angle is theta, the perpendicular distance will be 2L sine theta. So we have torque will be either force into perpendicular distance, so QE into 2L sine theta, Q into 2L is dipole moment, so we get PE sine theta because P is Q into 2L. So in vector form we get torque is P cross E. Now maximum torque will be when theta is 90 degree. So we get the definition of dipole moment, that is maximum torque acting on a dipole per unit electric field. Now when theta is 0, then in that case net torque is 0 and net force is 0, and the equilibrium is called your stable equilibrium. But when theta is 180, then also torque is 0 and net force is 0, but in that case equilibrium is unstable, because if we slightly shift it, then it will keep on turning and come back to the position of stable equilibrium, that is when it makes an angle of 0 degree with the direction of electric field. For calculating the direction of torque, because it is a vector quantity, I will send the voice message. Now next thing is, if we are having the dipole in an electric field and if we want to rotate it, then in that case how much work is required? So you can recall when we have done the rotational motion in class 11th, then we say torque is similar to the nature wise, you can say similar to the force in the linear motion. Similarly, when we say work done, the work done is force into displacement. In this case it will be torque into angular displacement. Because here torque also depend upon the angle theta, so we will turn it in small steps, say by an angle small the angle d theta, so that the value of torque for that small value remains the same. So we will calculate the work done for different small steps and then finally add them. This is called method of integration. So our total work done will be integral tau d theta from initial position theta 1 to theta 2. Now torque value we will put PE sine theta, PE is constant. So we get PE integral theta 1 to theta 2 sine theta d theta. Now integral of sine theta is minus cos theta and the limits are theta 1 to theta 2. So we get the value minus PE, put the upper limit, then minus sine and lower limit, then cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Or on solving we can say PE cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. And if we are turning it from the position of stable equilibrium, then theta 1 is 0 and theta 2 is theta. So if for that case your formula becomes PE 1 minus cos theta. Otherwise general formula is PE cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2, because you can have the questions based on that. Now say we have to calculate the potential energy of the electric dipole in an electric field. So we can say whenever we have to calculate the potential energy, we have to take the general case, means when the dipole makes any angle theta with the direction of electric field. In that case, we can split the whole process, means when we are bringing the charges from infinite and setting up or making the dipole and we turn it by an angle theta in two steps. In number 1, we will bring the dipole from infinite to the electric field at its present location, and then we will calculate the work done in rotating it by an angle theta. Up say for example this point is infinite, means the margin of the notebook. In that case, if you are bringing it from infinite till the electric field, or till this point you can say we are having the position of positive charge. because we are bringing the dipole in such a way that dipole moment is parallel to electric field. Till this point, for positive charge, force is repulsive. For negative charge, force is attractive. So for one, external source have to do the work, and second one, system will do the work. So net work done will be 0 till point B, from infinite to point B. But negative charge is covering 2L distance extra. So our net work done in this case will be work done in bringing the charge minus Q from B to A. So we get minus QE into 2L or minus P into E. Now, if this derivation is there for 3 marks, then you have to show these steps also for doing the work in turning the dipole by an angle theta. If it is there in 2 marks, you can use the formula straight away. Work done in rotating the dipole from position of equilibrium, stable equilibrium, to an angle theta is P1 minus cos theta. So total work done is the potential energy of the dipole at an angle theta. That will be W0, means bringing the dipole from infinite parallel to the field, plus work done rotating. On solving, we get minus PE cos theta, or we can say minus P dot E. So we can say in stable equilibrium theta is 0, and for unstable theta is 180. That way we can calculate the value of potential energy in stable and unstable equilibrium. Now in next video we will cover the numericals based on the dipole.